Hello everyone and welcome back to EchPlays. I'm Esh. Welcome back to the Good Rock, home of the Rock Boys. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Last time we began construction, or completed construction, of our tank for our polluted water. We were looking into a bottle emptier. I've sort of figured out what I need to do with it to make it work. However, it isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. There's no way to hook a pipe to it. It's just going to empty it onto the floor as far as I can tell. Right now I'm waiting for these to get swept up, so there's nothing in here that they need to come in and get later on whenever it's got some polluted water in here. I did block this off a little bit so that I was like, you know what? I don't think we need this much polluted water to be around. I'm just going to put it in here and hope for the best. Right now I have this door blocking off this area because, or it's going to be when it's built finally. But I don't know that we really are going to be, this is not a permanent solution. We need the door to be up here if we're going to use it, because obviously if this thing opens and the water level is up here, it's just going to pour out. But this is all temporary, including the positioning of the bottle emptier, because what we need is we need a mesh tile which allows liquid and gas flow to go through it, and then we can put one up here and have the bottle emptier on top of it, and it'll pour the water directly down into this, and that's the end of that. And then we can start pumping the water from here through a purifier and then over into our normal water source. So hopefully that'll be something that comes sooner rather than later, because good grief, the last thing we need is a tidal wave accident of polluted water, you know? Just a gushing situation. A nice moist situation of polluted water is not something that we need. We already had a polluted water cataclysm. We don't need another one. I think we can all agree on that. Okay. The other thing I've done is that's pretty much it. That's all I've really done. I've queued up a few more things. Mostly we're just waiting on this, and then once this guy's got the last few things, I can set this to liquid polluted water, and they'll start putting polluted water bottles into this, which will get rid of this and so forth. And then we need to look back into our pollution situation, our oxygen situation, because right now it actually looks pretty good. It's not too bad actually, but it could be better. So we're going to look into that. Again, our plan was to remove this ladder altogether. This ladder doesn't matter anymore. I guess we can just leave it there. It doesn't really matter. But we wanted to put a ladder system here where these guys can get removed. Actually, I think it's deconstruct that we need here. Probably should have prioritized that higher. And we're going to replace this with a... Oh, I want to tell you about a little thing in a minute. This is what I also learned. We're going to replace this with an airlock. So if I put a 7 here, put an airlock there, we can have this middle bit be our access point. Okay, the other thing that I figured out is how to get rid of our germs, which we'll pause it. And the germs overlay, it actually does... Okay, never mind. You zoom in and you can really see just how many germs are in the water. It's not really affecting us unless we're using it to make our food. So it only hurts us when I think the mush bars are the one thing that we're eating. Is that true? Let me double check. It requires 75 kilograms of dirt and water each, so yes. Rice loaf does as well, actually. So the only thing that it's really going to help with, it's not going to matter with, is later on when we get better, different foods. But for now, this is a potential danger. But the only way that I've found to actually get rid of the germs, and again, I want to remind you guys that you can't just filter it, because germ water and polluted water are two different things. You can use a filter to get rid of polluted water from your water source, but they don't do anything to germs. The thing that you need is actually a tepidizer, which warms the body of liquid, and you can set the temperature, and apparently if you set it to 120 Fahrenheit or above, it will kill pretty much all of the germs in water over time. So, with that said, we're gonna look. You can see the problem we have. We have to get through filtration and improve plumbing just to get to liquid tuning, and that's a long time away. So it's really not in the cards now. I think the biggest problem we have is that a lot of time you just have a small water source, and it's not an issue. The problem is we have a big water source, and it's all polluted. It's all got diarrhea in it, okay? There's no getting around it. There's no good way to say it, okay? It's got a little bit of diarrhea in every molecule. The diarrhea molecule, discovered by scientists whenever Taco Bell was invented in the 70s or something, is present alongside all the H's, the 2's, and the O's, okay? There's not much we can do about it right now, though, so we're just going to have to deal with it. I also did notice that there's a lot of filthy stuff. Like this thing right here. It's just got to go. It really has to go, man. Honestly. For the love of Pete. Okay, so last time we also were looking into what we're going to research next. Because right now we have nothing going. I say that. We have this going. I guess we're doing meal prep. Because we thought maybe by cooking stuff it would get rid of the problem. And maybe it will, actually. I guess there's only one way to find out, and I think the farm tile is actually one of the answers, because I think you can maybe grow a different food that doesn't need you to mix water with it. I don't really know, honestly. I only read this. I did a cursory read of the solution, honestly. All right, let's unpause and let these boys get to work. We do have it set so that if it gets to a certain point of germage, they will automatically cleanse it. So it's not a huge worry for us right now in general. There's nothing we can really do about it that we aren't already doing. How many people do we have in this right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 beds. So we need 2 more beds. That's one problem we need to solve real quick. Furniture. A cot. Oh yeah, we're working on our kitchen and stuff as well. We'll get started on that as once the research is done. We'll get started on that because that's going to give us all of the different stuff we're going to put up here, mess tables and so forth. You know what? I'm going to put this as a 6 so we can get it done. And we'll place. Let's just finish placing 3. That way we'll have a new duplicate probably by the end of this episode, as we usually do early on in the game. So we might as well have a bed ready for him. Okay, perfect. We just gotta wait. We just gotta wait for it to all get done. Let's take a look at our priorities real quick. So all this stuff is 5s. This is 4s because we didn't want them to accidentally go down here and dig a hole that we don't want down there. Yeah. It's all happening. I mean, we could put a pump up here and make this a clean water source, assuming it doesn't have germs in it. So if I, like, dig this out... priority 6 this bad boy. And we'll see if we can put a pump here that reaches. And if it does, then we'll have at least a temporary water source. And we can maybe like... Oh yeah, did I select this thing? Let's go ahead and... I did. Okay, so if I now select this... dump bottle contents onto the floor. I don't think that's necessary. If I sweep this thing now, though, maybe... Empty that. Oh, you know what? I probably need to set the priority higher on the pump itself. So I can put this as a 6. Now, I'm hoping they never have to come down. They should be able to reach this thing from this. And as you can see, they already put a bottle there. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Like Mountain Dew and diarrhea. It all comes back to diarrhea, doesn't it? It usually does in life and in game. Oh, okay. Oh, they've trapped themselves. These fucking assholes have trapped themselves. Let's see about maybe they have the stuff on them to build the pitcher pump. Let me prioritize that as an 8 so they fucking do it. You guys got everything you need up there? We'll see. Yeah, they're doing it. That's good. Okay. Back to the oxygen situation. We want to get rid of carbon dioxide. And the only solution that I saw was we can get... nothing really. We can eventually filter, but we haven't gotten that far yet in research. Let's see here then. It was compost. Breaks polluted dirt down into fertile. No, it wasn't. It was something else. What was it? Oxygen. This one. The algae terrarium is the thing that eats it up. And maybe we can put a temporary algae terrarium up here for a little bit to eat some of this bad stuff up. We can put it over here by the food. And... did I make that priority 8? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so this thing is doing it real good. Now, if I go to priorities, there is no priority setting for the pump. They just come and use it when they want to. So maybe if I disassemble this... I wish I could... Can you... disable building. There we go. That's all we want. We can turn it back on if this becomes an issue, because eventually it will. Once it gets below this level, this pipe isn't going to fix it. We're either going to have to move this thing or discontinue our usage of that water source. Alright, Billy Idol, for God's sakes. You can't make it to the damn bed. Alright, it's fine. Let's just fast forward through this nonsense. Everybody's in bed, which is great. It's a great sign. It means nobody's up through the night shitting their brains out. Okay? That was a problem we had, and now it's not. Okay, we're solving problems. We're solving the world's problems. If there are more people like us in the world, we wouldn't be having all these 2017 problems. And it's about to be 2018. At the time of recording this, it's the 31st. Hope you guys are having a happy New Year's. Hope you solve a lot of the world's problems. I hope you solve a lot of your own problems. I hope all your resolutions come true. Hope you're able to get through the year and accomplish those good goals. What's my resolution? That's a great question. About, I would say a good percentage is about 75% less diarrhea in general. In both my life and the life of my colonists would be a fantastic change, honestly. Right now, like a good 1 out of every 3 days, I'm just diarrhea. I am diarrhea. I'm a diarrhea elemental at this point. Your colony's food reserves are low. Well, that's easily solved if I can just prioritize, bring your attention to these things here. If you could promptly build them, we can get some more of these boys. Also, I can come down here and make them pick these daily. I put them all at 7s. Fantastic job. Thank you. Is there any more free food? I mean, we can sweep some of this stuff. Sweep at a 6. This stuff, it seems like maybe there's some stuff behind it that I can't quite see what it is, but it looks edible. Also, there's some food down here that we can sweep up. Why not, both of these? Yeah, it's going to be okay with the food. I'm not super worried about it. We'll pause it while we put the seeds in. We have 15... seeds, millwood seeds. We'll continue the millwoods on this side. I didn't plant. There we go. And we'll use these boys on this side. Because why not? And then we can go up here and we'll cancel that and put continuous and continuous, and hopefully this works. So once this one doesn't have any more lice loaf requirements, this one, it should be noted, doesn't require water, which is good. Once it has no more ingredients for lice loaf, it'll check to see if it has berry, and then if it has nothing for berry sludge, it'll make mush bars, which is just dirt and water, which honestly, you're not going to live on dirt and water. I'm sorry to say. I'd like to think that it's just they find like roots and shit in the dirt, worms, I don't know, and maybe that's the way that they're getting all the nourishment. I hope they're not just eating handfuls of dirt, because that is not gonna that's not how you live a life, okay? If you're out there eating dirt, just don't. From the bottom of my heart, stop eating dirt, you filthy fucking animals. Whew, okay. Now we got that PSA out of the way. We can continue on and take a look at our oxygen again. Is it looking better? As you can see, there is some purple up here, which is barely breathable, which is unfortunate. But it should be falling all the way down here, which I think would be a... I have an idea for a trap, okay? If we could potentially put multiple carbon algae terrariums down here, that'd be amazing. It would just eat up all of that stuff, all that bad stuff. The problem with that is it needs algae, and we don't really have a surplus of that stuff around here. Honestly, there's got to be a way to... Is there a way to grow your own algae? Because that would be fantastic. Like, if I could just make algae, get real moist and make algae grow, that'd be great. But I don't think there is, unfortunately. There is fertilizer. We have... Did we remove that? I think we removed the fertilizer thing, unfortunately. Because it was setting here, and I never replaced it. So I'm going to put the algae fertilizer back. I'm going to put it, like, down here or something. Why not? And then we're going to start our next excavation. So we'll put a nice 6 dig. And we'll dig all the way down to here. And we'll make a ladder, actually. We're going to do double ladder. We're going to do a nice double ladder setup here. And then we're going to uproot this at a 7 because it's in the way. What's this say? Growth halted. Irrigation, illumination. Okay. So these boys are clearly more picky than their friends. So if I go to furniture, maybe? We need lamps. Oh, crap. We didn't do the interior decoration thing. You know what? I'm not super worried about this. I am a little bit disappointed that they haven't planted all of these yet. They're cold, huh? This person's cold. I guess that's because she just went and gotten some water. Let's see what this at work. Hell yeah, deliver that polluted water, Grandma. Meanwhile, doing the work that nobody else wants to. That's that Great Depression work ethic right there. Okay. Okay, so, and don't worry, we're all going to have that work ethic soon, because there's going to be another Great Depression. You have nothing to worry about. If you're thinking, man, I wish I had that work ethic, well, don't worry. We're all going to be there soon, okay? It's going to be the worst. It's going to be the worst. Alright, food shortage. Shut your goddamn mouth. I'm trying my best. As soon as these things grow, I think that'll go away. These food items are in storage but not refrigerated. Meal lice. Okay, well, I don't have a refrigerator, first of all. And second of all, how dare you? Not everyone can afford one. So, why and where? Let's check our research. Okay, this is taking forever, to be honest. Refrigerator isn't even on this tier. They're just going to have to eat the meal lice fast. I don't think that's going to be an issue. They're super hungry, right? No, I am. So, I'm just going to let them finish this, and then we're going to go down, and we're going to pick up the interior decoration stuff so we have lighting, because this will help across the board. We can put some lights in the growing thing to help growth. We can put some other things in the rooms to make them happier in the rooms. It's going to be okay. I wouldn't call it fantastic, but it's going to be fine. It's been a productive cycle, I think. I think we've gotten a lot done. Insufficient resources water, 40 kg. I mean, they're just soggy feet. Man, bud, you always have some fucking thing to say. Don't wear your socks when you go down into the water. It's your own fault. You little bastard. Okay, and we're back. We're back to watching lasagna with the compost. Do I have to prioritize this? I'm going to prioritize it add a 6. You want that compost to be not just pumping out bad stuff or whatever it's doing. We want to also make sure that we're getting the benefits of it. Man, I really want this mess table. You guys got to get on that research, dude. What's the priorities looking like? Am I going to force you to do this? Okay, she's eating all that meal lice up. Look at that. That is disgusting. God damn it. It's like a hemorrhoid just hanging right out. Disgusting. Ugh. They're getting this done. Maybe it was a mistake to make it such a high priority project, considering there's no real point to it at this point. But at the same time, food shortage, huh? You have that much available. Your duplicates are consuming 7,000 per cycle. That's not too bad, honestly. Among all of the people, they're cumulatively using up 7,000 cows per day, basically. Which is not bad. We can get there, I think. I do wonder if this is going to go up. Yeah, it just fluctuates so much. It's hard to take this thing seriously because really it's a matter of have they taken the plants off the plants yet? It doesn't count them if they're on the stalks, you know? What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Can't do nothing. You know what might be a problem here? Is the air circulation is not as good as it could be because not all of the vents are built yet. I'm going to pop these up to 6. Because I think the air is looking a lot better. I think the severity is worse in certain areas, but the amount of great breathable oxygen in this place is fantastic. We're also kind of need vents in their rooms. So maybe we can start the replacement of airflow tiles in these rooms as well. We'll make them 6s. Because they're just pumping out that bad stuff while they're sleeping, and we want it to be flowing down. And not, like, just gaining and storing up inside the rooms, because that's a good way to actually die. It's a good way to die. It's akin to breathing in exhaust fumes from your car in a closed garage. It's not something you want to happen. And so we're going to prevent it with some cunning tile action. Let's fast forward. Get through that nighttime. Did Billy Idol get to bed this time? No. He's sleeping somewhere in the base. There he is. There he is. Getting that ladder. Yeah, clean the pile of compost. It seems like a losing battle there, Meemaw, but I really do appreciate the effort. It's like disinfecting each individual piece of poop that comes out of your butt. It's the same thing. Man Bun washing his hands, getting that filthiness off of him. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like being filthy. Some people do. Not Man Bun, though. So I think we've sort of circumvented our germ problem for the time being successfully. They're all coming up here to get the water, which is really good. We've sort of cleaned up the area in terms of polluted water as well. There's no more polluted water around. The only thing producing those weird green bubbles, that sort of, are the toilets, as you might expect, and the compost. Food shortage is back, unfortunately, but that's not... I don't know if that's really accurate. I wish they would just fucking not leave the food on the ground, honestly. I think I'm going to put a storage compactor up here, and we can store all the food stuff in there. Wait, no, it's the freaking it's the ration box that we needed to move, but we never did. So if I build another ration box, I can make it priority 7, and we can just stick it up here for now. I'm tired of seeing this thing. Get it out of my face. We're going to sweep. We're going to do a nice daily sweep of one room. One room per day. We get a nice high priority sweeping. I think we're going to go ahead and sweep up this floor because it's, for some reason, got shit all over the floor still. What is this? Obsidian. How did this get here and why is it left? Does anybody know? I'm going to couple this in then. I'm going to couple this in. Do we have... We are almost there. We are so close. We're so close that I can taste it. You guys are doing a great job with the sweeping. Really just did it. You're almost done with it. It is keeping them from the supercomputer, unfortunately, because it's such a high priority, but I'm tired. I'm tired of it. We're going to... Edible. Cooking ingredient. We're going to put both of those in there. We're going to uncheck everything from this, and hopefully that'll require them move it out of there, but I'm not sure. We might just have to disassemble it. Actually, did it kick it all out? Priority 9. Priority 9 sweep. All this. I think that's going to fix it. I think it just kicks it all out of there once it, We're going to deconstruct it now. I think he's bringing... We don't have that much extra food, unfortunately. And fortunately. We're almost there. If they can just get some power going... I might have to put the power at 6 now. Because it's bottlenecking us quite a lot. They can't do research unless somebody's on that thing, so... Let's get somebody on there running. There you go. There you go, Maniac. Forgot we had a person named Maniac. I mean, she's no lasagna, but she is doing a fantastic job. There you go. No, why are you doing this, lasagna? I was just giving you praise. She literally hit the enter key one time and then went to wash her hands. Where is she going now? Where is this bitch going? She's getting water. Why? Who knows? She's putting water into the things that we can't even use. Could you not, honestly? Could you not do this to me? Is there any way we can capture this thing? I would love to force it down into this room. Because that would really save me a lot of problems. Is this not enough energy for this thing? Oh, that's probably why she left. It uses so much power, it needs a bajillion watts saved up. But maybe it'll be enough by the time somebody gets there to get the 2 points of research that we need. Oh, look. It's frickin' leaky. Washing his filthy, filthy hands. Is he gonna stop? He's done it. Okay, and that's all the energy gone, and they're back. For God's sakes. It does feel as though we're going to need another power generator. Or maybe another battery? I don't think that's the problem, though. Wait, now he's doing it. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to double up the old generator, so let's go ahead and build it all in there. I forgot to prioritize it. Priority 7 sitch. Looks good. And we can switch this one between 5 and 6 in priority when we need it. It's just a backup. Right now we need the auxiliary power for sure because we want to get this research done. We're 1 point away. We're so close. I can taste that sweet, sweet research. And boy, it tastes great. That succulent, succulent research. Hopefully we can get this by the end of the episode, because we're getting there. We're getting to the point, the stopping point here. If Meemaw can do this, for God's sakes, Meemaw. What's happening with this thing? I gotta, yet another thing I have to do. Where is this stuff coming from, honestly? They just seem to be dropping things on the ground. Just pick it up. There you go, lasagna, for God's sakes. Oh, this person's got to go to the toilet. Oh, fierce. A violent toilet situation for Maniac. Okay. Well, we're there now. Let's prioritize this as a 6 as well for now until we get the research done. Come on, Mimo. You got this, girl. You got this, girl. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Let's wait for Mimo to get done first before we do this. Come on, Mimo. You got this. You've done it. You've done it, Mimo. We're going to immediately select interior decoration. And we're going to celebrate. Okay, we're going to celebrate this moment. We're going to relish in it. Fantastic. We can see now that we have the electric grill and the farm tile open and ready to go. And we also have the mess table, which should be in furniture, I think. Right there. So next time, we'll be setting up our kitchen and eating area. It'll be fantastic. It's going to be good. We might open up another room over here and put a massage table in there. Make sure. I feel like we're probably to a point where maybe some tensions are rising. I don't really know because I haven't paid attention. It's just using the feel method to make decisions at this point. And on that note, let's end this episode as we have done for a while now by choosing a new duplicant. We got Ari, Lindsay, and May. Narcoleptic, irritable bowel, and gastrophobia. Cannot cook. I'm not super worried about that. But at the same time, it feels like anytime they have a good negative trait, that doesn't really affect me too much. They also have mediocre stats. A caregiver, medicine +5. That could be good, honestly. Irritable bowel. I don't really like irritable bowel too much. But at the same time, oh, I mean, medicine 8. It's pretty good. Uncultured. Refuses to do art, but also has a more lenient decor expectation. I don't mind narcoleptic. Let's make this person our new person. We'll just call him Dr. Boy. And we'll select him. Actually, I think it's a lady, which is fantastic. Dr. Boy with an I. And print. Welcome to the Thunderdome, Dr. Boy. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Immediately upon seeing what's around her, her smile goes away, and we're met with this face of disappointment, which is fair enough, honestly. Look at this place. It's honestly going pretty well, all things considered. We can take a nice final look. We can see that we have mostly breathable air. If we go to the germ situation, it's not too bad. There's some germ situation down here, which I think is just from them putting polluted dirt in there or something, which is fine. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And this is still a situation, but as we've discussed, the only solution to that problem is way over here somewhere, so we're not going to be able to do much about it. Why they decided to make the frickin' tepidizer that high level is beyond me, considering it's a problem maybe we just weren't meant to run into that problem so early, but because I'm bad, we have. And on that true but negative note, I think I'm going to say adieu to you boys and girls out there. If you liked this episode, hit the like button. If you like the channel and you want to stick around, hit the subscribe. If you know anyone who loves a good colony simulator, send them over here. Share this video with your friends and family. Hope you guys have a great new year. Happy 2018 out there. And I'll see you guys next time on the Good Rock, home of the Rock Boys, in Oxygen Not Included.